Rayman is a 2D mascot platformer released in 1995 during the 5th console generation, developed and published by the, good people at Ubisoft. Our adventure stars our limbless hero, Rayman, on his quest to recover the Great Protoon and defeat the evil Mr. Dark. Because I guess Nasty McBadman was already taken that day. Released for the PlayStation, the Saturn, Windows, the Jaguar, and the Game Boy Color? Okay then. Anyway, Rayman is a fantastic looking game, even by today's standards, with a soundtrack to match. It has so many unique locations and locales to offer. From vibrant, luscious greens, to beautiful, serene sunset skies, to a plentiful plateau of pencils, props, and paints aplenty. Say that 5 times fast. And hey, there's even something for all you sweet lovers out there. And cosmetics aside, the game controls pretty nice too. But with all that said, a question still needs to be answered. Should you play the original Rayman? So about that, well, let's talk about it. So, Rayman does have some good things going for it. Most games have at least something worth talking about positively, but every rose has its thorns, as they say, and Rayman has a lot of thorns that it's hiding. Fun fact, according to a couple sources, this game wasn't even play tested, and honestly, after playing it, I believe it. The game looks nice, it sounds nice, and it even controls decently enough, but it doesn't play nice, and it will start showing you that early. If you think the original Crash is hard, Rayman has some things to teach you. The game starts off innocently enough, but once the curtain starts getting pulled back, the levels get more treacherous, lives get more scarce, mistakes are more punishing, and considering the time period, of course you can game over. The game just becomes less about skill and more so about trial and error. And nowhere is this exemplified more in this game's most baffling design choice, having things appear out of nowhere, mostly for your detriment. How many things? Well, a lot of things. Like, a lot of things. Like, good lord, a lot of things. Under normal circumstances, that's where this tale would end. I'd tell you to avoid this game and get on with your lives, but Rayman is a unique case because there is another way to play this game. A better way. Rayman Redemption is a fan reimagining of the original 1995 adventure, released June 19th of 2020, spearheaded by a developer by the name of Rayman alongside his team. So why play this version over the original? Simple. Most of the original game's failings have either been addressed or completely fixed in Redemption. Not to mention a whole grocery list of changes or improvements. And when I say a list, I'm talking about new enemies, new bosses, lives are more generous, there's a casual mode that does away with lives completely, most of the old levels have been redesigned and made to be generally less punishing. We have entirely brand new levels, we have new mechanics that weren't in the original game. The overworld's been expanded, we got entirely new tracks like the one you're listening to right now. Heck, these people went so far above and beyond that there's an entirely new world made from scratch, and that world has a level based off the freaking educational game spin-off of the original Rayman. Don't play that, by the way.
Nobody said the Rayman!
Granted, it doesn't do away with all of Rayman's problems. Things will still appear out of nowhere, and not all the new stuff works out, but it's generally a better experience. One that actually respects the player's skill and their time. Oh yeah, quick side note, did I mention you have to break open every single frickin' cage in the original game to access the last level and technically beat the game? Because you do. Redemption doesn't make you do that, so food for thought. Also, never make 100%ing a game absolutely mandatory. And side note. So yeah, to answer the original question, I think you should play the original Rayman. But please, do us both a favor and play Rayman Redemption. It isn't a perfect one-to-one of the original, and if you want to play the original, I can't stop you. But Redemption actually has its heart in the right place, whereas the original game only has its foot constantly on your throat. Hey guys, just wanted to give a quick thank you for watching this video. You can leave a like, subscribe if you want, and if you have any suggestions for more of these 5-minute reviews, feel free to comment about it.